Maryville University welcomes. Please rise as you are able for the processional.
By authorization of the Board of Trustees and the university faculty, I announce the John E. Simon School of Business and School of Education commencement ceremony to be in session. Will the degree candidates and our guests please stand as you are able for the national anthem? Please remain standing for the invocation provided by Dr. Scott Chadwick, Executive Vice President and Provost.
Let us take a healing breath together, grounding ourselves in gratitude for this day. Today, we honor the spirit of innovation, the passion to help others learn, and the drive to make a difference. May we celebrate the unity of purpose that brings us together and the diversity of talents that enrich our community. As we begin, let us give thanks for the mentors, families, and friends who have nurtured these graduates. May this ceremony inspire us to use our gifts for the greater good. You may be seated.
Good evening and welcome to Maryville University's commencement ceremony. I am Dr. Jennifer Yukna and I have the pleasure of serving as Vice President for Academic Affairs. Whether you are joining us in person or through live streaming, thank you for being part of this special day as we celebrate this remarkable milestone. And most importantly, welcome to the 2026 candidates. A heartfelt thank you to those who made today possible. To our veteran and active duty service members, your courage and service inspire us all. To our faculty and staff, your dedication has helped guide these graduates to this moment. To our executive leadership and board members joining us on stage today, thank you for your leadership and vision. A special thank you to Trustee Chadwick and Trustee Strom. To family and friends, your support and encouragement have been invaluable every step of the way. Now, graduates, none of us succeeds alone. Please join me in a round of applause to thank everyone who has helped you. As you step into this new chapter, it's important to remember you are joining a long and vibrant tradition, a living community of saints who have walked these paths before you. Their journeys are filled with wisdom, encouragement, and inspiration. With that in mind, I invite you to listen to the voices of our alumni whose experiences and reflection will guide and inspire our own. Let's watch together.
I've been very fortunate to have a very illustrious career in education for nearly 20 years. I have had the good fortune of being a teacher, assistant principal, now the associate superintendent of human resources. And it's all because I had that confidence that if I could graduate from Maryville with my doctorate, I could do just about anything.
I'm proud to say that I am a graduate of a nationally ranked university and one that has withstood the test of time. I think one of the things that sets Maryville apart is that they really promote you making an impact.
It really built and shaped who I am today, not just professionally, but personally.
When I think about how Maryville has helped me in my journey after I left Maryville, I think about how Maryville challenged me in ways that I didn't know I needed to be challenged, and also how it prepared me for my future.
Maryville gave me not only the tools, but the confidence that I needed to go on and succeed in my career. I actually was able to get an internship while I was still here at Maryville because of the industry partners that Maryville has. That internship then led to a full-time job offer before I had graduated with my undergrad.
I knew that Maryville was invested in my future. They helped ensure my success, not only academically, but really preparing me through real-world insights, consulting projects, getting me plugged into professional events and organizations to help expand my network so that I was set up for success even after I graduated.
Maryville was more than just a university to me, it was also community.
I think being a saint means empowering a community and being a group of people that want to see everyone succeed.
It's all about being a part of a community that's greater than myself.
Those experiences really led me to my current role as a success coach at Idea Public Schools, where I get to empower other students every single day, just like how Maryville empowered me.
When I think about being a saint, I really think about living a full life and living a life of values.
This saint spirit is about courage, compassion, and community, and those have stayed with me every step of the way.
If you have a goal, do everything you can to achieve it.
It's only a dream until you do it.
I'm a big believer that we have something to learn from every person and situation we come in contact with. So continue to learn and grow and make it a lifelong endeavor.
Keep building those connections, keep learning, and never stop pushing yourself and pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, especially when you think it's impossible.
Put yourself ahead of everybody else. Be willing to do the things that other people aren't willing to do. Be charismatic and be willing to talk to people and ask questions. And it's going to really help you learn and get a more well-rounded knowledge of what you're doing.
Show everyone what Maryville truly is, a family.
Wherever you go in life, make an impact in your community and in the lives of others.
Congratulations, this is a huge step.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations to now being an official Maryville alumni. I'm excited to see all the great things that you continue to do and keep on learning.
Once a saint, always a saint.
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 As I listen to the voices of our alums, the group Your Voices will soon join, I'm reminded that being a saint is like being part of a living, growing tree. Each of you is a branch supported by deep roots of community, nourished by shared values, and reaching ever upward with courage and compassion. The strength of a tree comes from its interconnected roots and branches, each drawing from the same source and supporting the whole. One alum said, "It's only a dream until you do it." Well, today, you've shown what's possible when you have the tools, the confidence, and the support of the community behind you. But remember, growth never stops. The world awaits your curiosity, your strength, and your commitment to keep learning and listening. Congratulations, And now it's my privilege to introduce your student speaker who embodies our Saint Spirit, Malik Taylor, who receives his Bachelor's of Science in Accounting.
Most commencement speeches talk about the journey. At Maryville, many of us lived it twice a day. Before the degree, before the deadlines, before the late night study sessions, there was something simpler that defined our routine: the commute. For many, it meant highways, early mornings, and the strange law of the universe that guarantees that traffic becomes packed at precisely the time you're already running late. And for some of us, it also meant something more specific: going from pajamas to class in under 6 minutes, a small but meaningful victory. But along the way, we learned that other obstacles could emerge as well. The campus geese, for example, occasionally forcing a strategic reroute. Different forms, but the same reality. Because the commute was never about the distance. It didn't matter whether you were residential or commuting, online or in person, the commute was the choice to show up. And over time, we learned that showing up meant more than just being present in a classroom. It meant showing up for ourselves, even when it was difficult. It meant showing up for others, as teammates, classmates, and friends. And in ways big and small, that's what it means to be a Maryville Saint. Day after day, deadline after deadline, and we became good at those deadlines. We mastered calendars, schedules, due dates, and the rhythm of responsibility. But beyond time management, something more important was happening. What we were really building was discipline, that ability to keep showing up even when it wasn't easy. Because there were days when showing up was the victory, days where we felt behind, days when we were tired, days when we weren't sure if it would all work out. And that pattern reflects something every student eventually comes to understand. Real progress usually looks ordinary. Real growth happens slowly. But over time, those ordinary days add up to something meaningful. Without fully realizing it, our years at Maryville were not just about preparing us for careers. They were preparing us for reality. A world without rubrics, where our decisions must be made without perfect clarity, and persistence matters far more than comfort does. And while our past may have been different, one truth binds every graduate here: none of us did this alone. We were shaped by our professors who challenged us, by staff who guided us, and by our friends and family whose support carried us further than we ever realized. But we were also shaped by each other, by the ways we showed up in moments that didn't make it into a syllabus or a schedule. In our study sessions, in our late night conversations, and the unforgettable moments of support and service, we learned what it means to be part of a community. And that too is what it means to be a Maryville Saint. You see, their patience, encouragement, and belief in us helped make this moment possible. So the lesson of the commute was pretty simple: keep showing up. Class of 2026, this moment didn't happen all at once. We showed up for it one ordinary day at a time. So congratulations, and wherever your journeys may lead, keep showing up. Thank you.
Thank you, Malik. I would now like to call upon the academic dean who will announce the candidates who are present at today's ceremony.
Good evening. I am Dr. Jamie Peters, Dean of the John E. Simon School of Business. President Shipp, it is my privilege to present the candidates assembled here who have or will have completed all coursework in the John E. Simon School of Business for their appropriate degrees. President Shipp, Vice President and Provost Chadwick, Trustee Chadwick, and Dr. McCluskey, please join us as we present the candidates. Will the candidates of the John E. Simon School of Business please come forward as you are released? the Bachelor of Arts degree. Donovan Jamal Washington, magna cum laude. Ava May Rolfe. Peyton Elizabeth Stump. Alexis Lynn Adams, summa cum laude. Sydney Garner Dark. Elizabeth Grace Blyer, summa cum laude. Justin Thomas Brewer, summa cum laude. The Bachelor of Science degree. Malik Taylor, summa cum laude. Marcosiel Marquez, summa cum laude. Ernessa Muminovic. Cooper Lance Davison. Mason Alexander Gegg, summa cum laude. Aiden Michael Emmerich. Mason Drake Skinner, summa cum laude. Olivia Sinclair Harris, summa cum laude. Trevor Jude Kellogg, summa cum laude. Jane Ann Elizabeth Rote. Tihan Bendersky, cum laude. Evelyn Sue Barton, cum laude. Marissa Ray Lopez, magna cum laude. Samantha Ann Poulin. Trinity Lene Cross. Evelani Burbridge, cum laude. Felix Luther Goss. Avneet Kaur. Kaylin Latuan McCottrell. Reed Madden, cum laude. Spencer Strohmeyer, magna cum laude. Bryce Richard Wagner, summa cum laude. Sophia Ann Schmidt, magna cum laude. Cody Ketchum. Isaiah Nicole Hubbard. Summa cum laude. Alexa S. Lofgren, cum laude. Whitney Brianna Lee Hill, magna cum laude. Pursuit Bata, cum laude. Araya Marie Reynolds. Grace Elaine Bailey, summa cum laude. Faith Brianne Horton, cum laude. Madeline Waldron, summa cum laude. Tess Christine Hayes. Karistin Brueggemann, summa cum laude. Lauren Y. Lamb, summa cum laude. Gina Nicole Catanzaro. Adis Batia, summa cum laude. Mamjara Indau, summa cum laude. Justina Monsi Chuck, summa cum laude. Olivia Catherine Rodriguez. Fatima Alkafamaji, cum laude. Jack Patrick Gunther, cum laude. Sydney Alana Ferguson, summa cum laude. Alexis Nicole Scheniger. Emma Sue Krensley. Meredith Ambrose. Crystal R. Halterman, cum laude. Jacob Thomas Henningsen, magna cum laude. Blake Levon Coulter. Courtney Joe Bormida, magna cum laude. Edward Lewis Minion, cum laude. Zaylin Sik, magna cum laude. Marcus A. Brown. Lee W. Gentis, cum laude. Benjamin Thomas Nerverver. Peyton Janae Moore, magna cum laude. Bree A. Shannon, summa cum laude. Genesis Nariah Henry. Ella Brooke Pinkley, cum laude. Tyler Martin May. Alec B. Endicott. Jonathan Michael Levinson. Hank Walker Word. Tate Jackson Baruki. Jason S. Lay, summa cum laude. Andrew Stephen Richter, summa cum laude. Chloe Renee Hawkins, summa cum laude. Nalani Churies, Hunter. Tyler Rouser, summa cum laude. Patrick Malolin Kapler. Nicholas Edwin Doherty, summa cum laude. Noah Edmund Leingang. Daniel Joseph Geis. Joseph Ty Wilson, cum laude. Sebastian Martin Villaner, summa cum laude. Thomas Burrell. Ian Patrick Pirano. Braden Michael Inlow, summa cum laude. Bradley Wood. Paulina Carpenter, cum laude. Anna Grace Blackwell. Ta'asia L. Grissoff. Samantha Nicole Weiner, cum laude. Riley Elizabeth Monroe. Lachlan Calloway Sanders, cum laude. Colin Michael Johnson. Russell William Hess IV, magna cum laude. Gavin Robert Fry, magna cum laude. Samuel Gary Bamer. Zachary Ryan Lamott, summa cum laude. Addison Thomas Zeke, summa cum laude. Chase Van Cunit LaFleur, magna cum laude. Logan Miller. Lucas Bain. Elijah Alfredo Goyer, cum laude. Flint Thielen. Colin Daniel Tobias. Connor Cavall. Drew William Marshall. Griffin Johnson, summa cum laude. Andrew Robert Skifstad, summa cum laude. Madeline Marie Vanderheiden, cum laude. Luthia Guyart Polo, summa cum laude. Javier Andreas Gil Blanco. Emily Elizabeth Campion, summa cum laude. Olivia Christine Mujica. Haley Elizabeth Frigerio. Osama Abdelrahim Hassan El Khalifa. Claire Ann Kramer.
Good evening. I am Dr. Michelle Shappy, Dean of the School of Education. President Shipp, it is my privilege to present the candidates assembled here who have or will have completed all coursework in the School of Education for their appropriate degrees. Will the candidates of the School of Education please come forward as you are released? For the Bachelor of Arts degree, Emily Marie Zimmerman, summa cum laude. Alexis Grace Haley, summa cum laude. Kelsey Morgan Carter, summa cum laude. Haley Watts, summa cum laude. Maggie Kathleen Howard, summa cum laude. Kaylee Ray Heining, summa cum laude. Emerson Ann Paskevich, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Grace Bradley, summa cum laude. Sasha Nicole Kennedy, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Denise Whitwell, summa cum laude. Emma Boyles, summa cum laude. Kendra Faith Johansson, summa cum laude. Chloe Nadine Averbeck, summa cum laude. Allie Gunn, cum laude. Samantha Evelyn Davitt, summa cum laude. Maddie Bauer, cum laude. Kaylin Elizabeth Cheek, summa cum laude. Alexis Marie Francis, summa cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Jewell, summa cum laude. Janie Marie Robinson, cum laude. Rachel Ann Acey, magna cum laude. Cole Richardson, magna cum laude. Seth Keene, summa cum laude. I now invite President Shipp to confer the degrees.
All right, get ready, one final quiz. Will all degree candidates, both in person and virtually, please rise if you can. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and upon the recommendation of the Maryville University faculty, I confer upon you the appropriate degrees as have been completed or will be completed, and invest in you all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. We can clap. Now this is the fun part. You may now move your tassel from right to left. It's official. You are now a graduate of Maryville University, and you know what we say, once a saint? Always a saint. Okay, you're gonna have to move your tassel back if we don't do better. Once a saint. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Maryville University and all of your fellow saints around the globe, congratulations, graduates, and best wishes for a very bright and successful future. Now, please go forth and make the world better. And as you do, be sure to thank those who helped you get to this point in your journey. And don't forget to help others on their way too, because that's what saints do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to present to you the class of 2026. All right, you may be seated. Now is the time for one of our sacred traditions where we ring the bell from our original campus in South City, St. Louis. One of our graduates, Trevor Jude Kellogg, receiving the Bachelor of Science degree in both cybersecurity and management information systems, has been selected to ring the Maryville bell today.
Please stand as you are able for the benediction. As you embark on your next chapter, may you lead with integrity and teach with compassion. May your work in business and education be guided by wisdom, service, and a commitment to justice. Remember that true success is measured by the lives you uplift and the communities you strengthen. May you walk forward with confidence, humility, and a heart attuned to the needs of others. May your journey be one of purpose, joy, and unity. Please remain in your places until the platform party, faculty, and students have recessed.
Let's have some fun.